What $800 purchase do you think needs to be made right now? Hey guys, this is Neil with SFJ4x4.com. I'm going to talk into the microphone. And if you are unfamiliar with this segment, this is where self-proclaimed industry expert, review marketplace listings for vehicles. As a person who's been in the industry for decades at this point, one of the things I love doing is scrolling the Book of Faces marketplace for projects and vehicles that I don't need. If you've seen any of the previous episodes of this activity, you'll know that they're all about Jeeps. Well, we're getting crazy, and we decided to expand our horizons and move on to vehicles that, quite frankly, I have no business reviewing. However, the reality is I know how to sell a vehicle on Marketplace, or at least pique somebody's interest. And as an industry professional, I can, kind of blindly go in and see if you, A, the seller, really want to sell it, B, if it's a decent price, and see if it's worthwhile for an individual to come out their pockets, strike that check, pull the money out from the mattress, and cash out on that vehicle. So if this is your first time joining us, what we do is guys on the back end find 3 random marketplace listings for me to review. I go in, I haven't seen them yet. You're seeing them at the first time that I'm seeing them. We're going to go in, we're going to review them. We're going to say, hey, is this a well-written for sale ad? Are the pictures good? Are there certain qualifiers or indicators that make it a good listing for a private party and sometimes some type of like dealership or reseller sales ad? And then we're going to rank it. Some completely arbitrary star rating on like 0 to 5 sort of stars on whether or not it actually is a good listing. And then at the very end, I like to think of it as the AKC dog show, which goes like this. And I quite frankly don't understand how they select their winners. It just seems real random to me. But I'm going to select and say what was the best value for your money and what's the least best value for your money. So without further ado, you can kind of see on my screen here, I'm cruising. Right now I'm in the hot market for a skid steer or a tractor. There's a ton of spammers online right now. I can tell you this John Deere is not $600. All right, let's move on to what has been prepared. Oh boy, I'm distracted. I'm seeing mileage already. 99 Dodge Ram 3500, 163-inch wheelbase, 15,000 ducks. Driven 318,000 miles. Now, hey, I'm a Dodge Ram, especially a Cummins guy through and through. Love them. The money for them is kind of silly as far as I'm concerned, but let's see if this one's worth it. Seller's description. All right, I've decided I'm gonna sell it. If that wasn't clear from the fact that there's a listing on Marketplace. But okay. It has brand new 315 75 16 Nittos on freshly painted rims. Motor was replaced. It had a cracked 53 block. Engine has head studs, fluid damper, it's supposed to be fluid dampener, 150-pound DDP sack injectors, new Scheid fuel lines, billet tapper cover, new power steering lines, fast 165 titanium, backed by close to new dual disc clutch with upgraded hydraulics, freshly rebuilt transmission with all the updates done to it, new transmission mount, rebuilt 241 DHD transfer case with brand new drive shafts and yokes, Bilstein shocks, new max stabilizer links, new 4th-gen steering, new 2.5-inch leveling blocks, new greasable 4-link arms that are for the lift, and new adjustable 3rd link with steering gearbox support. Has pillar gauges and pyrometer on steering column. I also have brand new headlights, sport bumper, and grille for it. Also, the truck has no rust and was painted last summer. All this has been done in the past 20,000 miles. If you want more info, message me No more room. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at a couple of these pictures. Because there's a lot of information here, but it's not like I don't have manufacturers. I don't know who rebuilt the transmission. I have questions. I have needs, and they need to be met. Maybe the pictures tell the truth. All right. So we're always towing. Sun's out, mirrors are out, man. That's the Dodge Ram life. Again, I have a couple of these. Don't fret. I'm here for this. Decent looking. Obviously, we're taking pictures wet. That's just everything looks better wet. It's a nice looking truck. Lines look good. Definitely the wheels are freshly painted. Just blacked out. Looks all right. Mirrors are out again. Got some aftermarket lens going on there. Nothing special. I think these are like a Cooper STT Pro. Not STT, so Pete. I think like a Cooper AT3. Does it say? No, Nittos. Oh, it's a Nitto. I read that. That's right. All right. What am I talking about? So here's our fancy sway bar links. I was very proud of. We got our strut, and there's our lift associated. You can see the control arms here that they're talking about, greasable. And here's our big heavy duty steering up front. Nice. A factory spring under there. Brake hoses and ABS lines look appropriate. I mean, good stuff. That's a nice looking truck. All right. So, gracious. So we got a little wear on the seat. All right. The 315,000 miles. What do you want out of this truck? It's been cruising. Manual. I dig it. Freshly rebuilt transmission with updates. Said we had the big new dual disc clutch. I want to know who built the transmission though. Tell me these things. Here's our gauge. I dig it. It's a decent little truck. Gooseneck plate in the back. Oh, look at that dash. See, just this tiny little break or crack right here, but overall, dash is in nice shape. Way better than the ones I have. Gracious. Good glory. That looks good. And we're back to beginning. Other than the fact, it's a Cummins. It's just getting broken in at 318. There's a lot of other parts that go bad on there. He's replaced a bunch of stuff. Got some portrait pictures. If you watch any other stuff, I can't stand portrait. We got all this ground down here. Like, what are we doing with that? You're taking up real estate. I like to see a dash picture, actual like of the gauge cluster itself. It's not bad, but that's not what I'm looking for. Definitely got some wear. It's showing some age. It's not bad. It's not great. It's more complete than a lot of people out there. I want to know where the motor, what motor, how many miles are on the motor, what kind of replacement. I have questions. All right, this one I'm going to move on because I can't spend all day just asking like the questions. The listing gave me more questions. It's not a bad listing. There's a lot of decent pictures. They show good things. There's some from the underneath. There's some interior shots. Not enough to make me come out $15,000 in my pocket on a 318,000 mile truck, but it's not bad. It's not a bad truck to put in your fleet. All right, I'm going to give this one a 3.267 stars. Move on to the next listing. Ooh, isn't that pretty? 2019 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro pickup. We built one similar looking like this. Not with all the good headgear here, but some decent stuff. That $48,000. That's a lot of money. That's crazy. These things are selling just top money these days. Original owner. Bought it new, clean title, fully loaded with factory Fox shock and snorkel. Fully loaded with factory Fox shock. Is that factory? Okay. Is it? I don't know. I don't know Toyotas. I know Jeeps. Never off-roading. Well, that's a shame. Never towing. Babied since day one. The only bad is a small rock chip on the windshield in the last picture. Completely stock other than Prinsu roof rack. Cali raised LED light bar, soft topper, husky liner, bed mat, 6000K LED high and low beam, tinting 25% front, 50% windshield. Serious inquirer only, please. I still owned a little bit of money, but I can pay, but can paid off any. Yes, it is still. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got like we started. The grammar threw me off here right in the last minute. He started getting tired of writing stuff out. He or she, I don't know. Doesn't matter. All right, I love that they put, yes, it's still available. That's because the good old Facebook gives us these prompts, and the very first prompt is it available? And then as the seller, it gives you yes or no. And I just, like, statistically speaking, I'm boggled. I'm just mind boggled at the fact that that is the number one thing that people message. And as a person who has sold personal vehicles online, it genuinely is the number one thing people message. They take the easy way out and they just click the auto prompt. Ugh. All right, so let's look at this truck because it's pretty from here. They told me about some of their aftermarket add-ons. It is a pretty cool looking truck. The soft topper is a funny addition. Usually, that is actually by a company called Soft Topper. And it's a neat looking cab or cap, but it looks kind of silly on this here application. Look at that TRD, the big bright lights. They're ready to go overlanding, except for the person was like, yeah, we don't use it. That's what it says. It says it looks user ready, but not. Oh, look how clean that thing is. That's 2000. Well, okay, and there is absolutely a crack in the windshield. Why don't you have, call Safelite. Call somebody. Come out. That's like a $50 crack. Replace, let them fill that. Well, I don't know. Showing the factory seats under there, giving us a little interior shot. This is, they done wrapped this thing up so it doesn't have any signs of wear, and we're back to the beginning. You want a lot of money, not a lot of money, but an appropriate amount of money. 44,500 miles. So it's a 2019. On average, we used to say 12,000 to 15,000 miles a year. I guess you're running right at that rating, right? So, it's a gorgeous truck. $50,000 on a used truck is just crazy. That's where we're at as a society. There's a lot of cool things on here. I dig it. It's a beautiful color. I'd love to know why we don't just fix the crack. It's got a lot of little add-ons. I have questions. Babied since day one, but we have 50,000 miles on it. It's a 50,000 mile Jeep or 50,000 mile truck. They want $50,000 for it. Okay. The listing is not wholly convincing. You have to be an individual who's in the market for this truck, recognize the value of these add-ons, recognize the base value of the truck, and feel as if the person did a sufficient job of showcasing. Now, they did do a good job. They gave me some undershots, showed me there's not rust. Obviously, you're taking pictures, hasn't been detailed on the inside or something. It's a user. Oh, gosh. I always like to see a gauge cluster. I like to see it on, dash lit up, lights. I like to see all four corners, and I'm not seeing it. All right, this one is not bad. Good, nice, clear pictures, but it's not great. This is definitely going to be a 2, 7, 1, 3, 4, 7 stars. All right, last one. I think I like the looks of this. 1974 Ford Bronco. I was good until I read the price. 1974 Ford Bronco Sport Utility, $78,500. Okay. It is going to be super, super well built. Everything's going to be spectacular on it. And the seller is going to tell me exactly why it's worth that, especially because my initial picture is just looking at an old Pro Comp mud terrain tire. that's been greased up, and I can literally see where the belts are broken here in the sidewall already in this picture. So there it's going to be a really, really well done. I'm ready for it. Ford Bronco. Great early Ford Bronco, finished in green. 5.0 motor, auto transmission, four-wheel drive, James Duff suspension. Where's the rest of it? You want 80,000 of my ducks. Why? Oh my, oh my. Okay. It's going to have a lot of good pictures. There's going to be a really good listing in the pictures. That's a pretty looking truck. I dig it. Top off, sunshiny. All right, we got a couple different vantage points. You're winning me over in the pictures. That is a pretty green. We've got a build like that going on in-house right now. Great pictures. We're doing good. Let's keep the momentum going. I like it. There's a front shot. We get all our good corners. Here's our nice passenger interior shot. Well done on the inside. All right, bed lined. I can see that. Got a nice little center console. Beautiful back seat. I'm digging it. I can tell there's a roll bar here. Nice little sport cage job going on. Okay. I wanted to see the dash. I was so close to seeing the dash, like actually at the cluster. A couple of those shots. Okay, a lot of the same shot. Oh, we're back. Show me the motor. Show me the suspension. You want $78,500 for this Bronco? It might be worth it. I don't know, but I can't tell you whether it is or not. If I'm not being sold, sell me. Gracious, glory above. Great early Bronco, finished in green. Yes. When was it built? Who put it together? What kind of suspension? Show me the engine. Tell me about the transmission. Four-wheel drive. I sure hope so. It's great pictures. This is probably some of the best pictures up until the fact that I don't get to see the actual gauge cluster. I don't get to see the engine bay. I don't get to see underneath of it, but you certainly got the exterior down. So kudos to you on that. You got a couple nice interior shots. I appreciate that. Great lighting, lots of landscape, take up the space. I can really tell what's going on. So close, but yet so far. All right, I'm gonna have to rank this one. This was terrible, mainly because not because the Jeep, the Bronco is terrible. Man, that's the problem. You throw me off. I do all Jeeps, and then all of a sudden we're trying something crazy, doing trucks and Broncos. We were so close, but yet so far. This one, I was here for this beautiful, beautiful Bronco. But no description and just not enough pictures and a lot of money. So you're getting a 1.933. That's what I'm bringing here. 1933, 1.933 stars on this one. All right. According to these listings, this is the moment we're waiting for. What was actually worth my money to come out the pocket and pay for the vehicle? I got to tell you, in third place is the Bronco. It's gorgeous, but you've not told me at all why it's worth $78,000 other than it's a cool looking Bronco. I don't know. There's a lot of cool lawn ornaments out there. Not all of them cost $78,000. I bet it's an awesome rig, but tell me why. I'm then going to come in. Man, this is a tough one. Bang for my buck. I'm actually going to go this Ram. Nice looking truck, 318,000 miles is a lot of miles, even for a Cummins. It's not just because it's the Cummins, it's because I don't know anything about the replacement motor, the transmission, or any of those other fine parts that make up the truck here itself. It's a gorgeous looking, cool lift, good stance, nice work truck, clean enough. And $15,000 is not bad, but $15,000 on a 23-year-old vehicle with 318,000 miles is a hard pill to swallow. Finally, the best bang for my buck is this meticulously clean 2019 Toyota TRD. Neat looking truck, lots of add-ons, barely broken in, driven an average amount, and has all the shine up on it. Has some add-ons that make it worth it. And at 2019, with 44,000 miles, this truck is ready to take people on some very cool adventures in the future. All right, folks, if you liked this content, make sure you like and subscribe. So far, we have about 93% of our viewers are not subscribed to this channel. That means you're watching, but you're not liking or subscribing. And so we need you to do that so that we can continue to make cool content for you. So please do it now. Go down there, like, subscribe, and ring that bell for get the notifications that we are posting cool, awesome auto content. Folks, you can find us at sfj4x4.com and then clearly here on YouTube. We appreciate you viewing, and until next time, Jeep, truck, Toyota, Bronco on.